Yeah, Sonny Bonani, Sonny Bonani. It's such a beautiful day today. There is no smoke, so I'm sitting outside. Sitting outside. So I today want to do some dancing. I'm a little bit in funky mode. No, it's not. Yeah. So the more of this forgiveness work you do, the more of this healing work you do for yourself, here's what happens is that you're gonna go through what they call chemicalization. It's a chemicalization process where I actually learned this in jewelry design, where when you etch onto brass or onto silver, you want to etch like a design or something like this, you need to put tar on first, and then you need to etch the picture, and then you need to put some acid onto it. It's called the chemicalization process. And during the chemicalization process, you're etching into whatever story that's going on. You actually poking into that story, and you're like, why is the story not working out, and why is the story not true? It's called the chemicalization process. It's like you're alchemizing everything that is just like, and you're finding the gold in it. And sometimes when you're going through the alchemization process, that process, it can be awful. It can be truly awful. So today, I want us to forgive God for people who have wanted us to stay mediocre because they are afraid of self-actualization. Have you noticed that we're doing a lot of forgiving God for all of the things that we've experienced, the experiences that we've had with people? These people are nice souls. In Buddhism, the mythology is that, it takes a soul 1 billion lifetimes to self-actualize. 1 billion lifetimes. So if you're a soul that's like at 100 million lifetimes, there's no way you're going to be able to self-actualize as a soul who's on 900 million lifetimes. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean? You're a toddler at this thing called life. And that's the nature of life. There are new souls. There are more ancient souls, more advanced souls. I have no idea who's sending me a message, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But these people need to stop. Okay. Okay. Teacher Brett. My baby daddy for my babies. Okay, sorry. I had to just get onto this. But there's new souls, there's middle-aged souls, there's ancient souls. And sometimes the new souls, the souls that are just like confused, they don't know what's going on. I don't know what to tell me, what to do. I don't know. It's not that they're bad souls. It's not really that they're bad souls. It's they get bad when they get envious and the envy takes over them and they have no emotional regulation skills. That's when it gets real bad. That's when I am like defamation, lawsuits, defamation of character, lawsuits, FBI, all sorts of the stuff, because these souls are new souls and they probably need to go through the process of the laws of ma'at, of justice, of morality, of you better get in line. And if the police are the only people that can get you in line to understand what's going on, that's where we go. Do you know what I mean? Because they're new souls, but inherently everyone has a spark of divinity in them. Inherently, we all do. We can choose to self-actualize the spark of divinity, the seed of divinity, or we can choose to be a nuisance on planet Earth. So let's forgive God for all the people that are living in mediocrity, accepting mediocrity, and shaming you and wanting also you to live in this mediocrity because they don't know how to get out of it because they're new souls. I found that the more ignorant somebody is, the more confined to their beliefs they are. The sound thing is making me kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, no. We can't do this. We can't. Okay. The newer the soul is on planet Earth, the more inexperienced the soul is, the less exposure the soul has had, the more they are confined to their box story, and the more they want you to confine to their box story, yet they're jealous of your story. And I'm just like, what the hell? How does this work? You're jealous of my life. You are envious of my life. You would even want to kill me for my life, but you want me to stop living my life so I can live your sad, miserable, sorry excuse for a life. This does not work. I don't understand. Why do I must come live your life? It's awful and I don't want it. You're jealous of my life. And not that my life is amazing. I live in the jungle. Okay? It works for me. It doesn't work for everyone else. It works for me with my hippies. And I'm not there in other people's business going, no, get out of your office job, get out of your life. It's a shit show. Maybe I do it online. But I'm not there harassing people, telling them to get out of their hellish experience. I'm not there. Unless you want to come into my world, okay. But I'm not going to go into your world and tell you how awful you are, what this, and this. Come into my box. My box is better. I don't even live in a box. I live in unlimited creative, infinite expression. So, yeah, there are souls, there are new souls. They haven't had enough exposure, enough experience in this planet. They're filled with envy, jealousy, nastiness of the soul. I mean, I just want to forgive God for these souls. Because once upon a time, I was probably one of these souls, judgmental, stupid, and crazy. Maybe. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? So let's forgive God for these souls, because as we realize that, we realize, oh, maybe I was one of these souls once upon a time, and I was this dumb and stupid too, trying to get people to come into my way of living. Oh my God, yesterday I was talking about these things of these women that watch soap operas all day long. There's a new show on Netflix. Yesterday I was like, oh my goodness, let me just go onto Netflix and see what's happening in the world. What is the current consciousness at the moment? Oh no, the South Africans are speaking. There's a new show called Savage Beauty. I only watched 15 minutes of it and I said, I'm onto something huge here. I always knew that this was real. It's about a guy who owns this huge beauty company, and he has a first wife, he has a second wife, and like the first 5 minutes, it's these women who are a part of the beauty pageant show, and they're introducing the face of this new beauty company, because South Africa is the America of Africa. So we understand strategic planning, we understand business at a very high level, very high level. So this guy built this business, and he has his first wife who helped him build the business. He doesn't acknowledge the first wife who helped him build the business. I saw the look on her face. She was like, that wife be nasty. She's a nasty soul. Her name is Grace. Nobody likes her. She's an awful soul. Everybody likes the second wife. This is these sorts of things. Okay, it's African things. They like these things. And then there's the daughter of this guy from another wife. And this guy now is dying and he wants to have a lot of children. So the second wife didn't have a child. Now he wants to have another child to take over his business. He's already got a daughter who's doing the most to get into her daddy's, oh, daddy, love me. She's doing the most. The second wife just sits there and paints and draws and she can't have a child. These stories don't stop. I'm sweating. They don't stop. It's the same bullshit. Same. Okay? You can watch it on Netflix. It's called Savage Beauty. I kind of know how it ends because it's a South African soap opera, but they're still creating these things. We are going into war. They're still creating these movies, these soap opera dramas, and you're sitting there. And it was the same thing. The young girls are like, oh, I wonder what it would be like to be a wife, to be accepted as a wife so that I can get a car. Apparently, I heard that if you're a girlfriend or you're a wife or you're a concubine or a mistress, you get a car, you get a fancy apartment, you get a penthouse, you get to live the life, and you could only have sex with him like a few times a day because he's got his first wife, he's got his other girlfriends, and so you don't really have to work that hard. All you got to do is just, have sex with him now and then. They are telling these young girls to watch this thing on Netflix, and then these young girls are going to go find some rich man who's got a company, whose first wife helped him build this company, just happened to inherit what the first wife built, and the first wife is hella angry. Hella angry. And then he's got all sorts of girlfriends outside here and all sorts of them kids, and he wants to continue having more kids, to carry on his legacy. Succession planning. This is why I do succession planning, and I work with successful family businesses. Why? Because the dramas, people poison each other, people kill each other for this wealth. These men are busy having sex, having many wives. These wives are beating each other, hating each other. Sure. I said, the things I'm talking about. We are in war. These people are watching these soap operas. These people are watching, being told what to think. So these women are going to go around, of course, finding these rich men to try and seduce. And then the first wife is always angry. It's a story that never ends. How many lifetimes are we going to live these stories, human beings? How many lifetimes are people going to keep telling the same old sad story? And we're falling for these stories. You don't understand how many African men want me to be the second wife's third wife. Oh, you don't have children, you can have a child with me. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You can run my business. I'll make you the head woman of the business because you got business intellectual sense. I said, no, how about you damn self-actualize? How about this? How about you damn self-actualize? And actually be a businessman that goes out there into the world and fucking do this. Not me, leave my husband, take half my I built so hard, worked so many years to build, to be your pathetic, sad, sorry excuse for a second wife, third wife, and give you a child after that. You have no money, you have no skills, you have no ability to self-actualize. You're just a man. You're a man, and you're collecting all these girlfriends, all these wives, all these mistresses. You can't feed them, you can't take care of them. Now you want me to come and be the second wife. Okay, so that the first wife can abuse me. And I must leave my fancy lifestyle with my free thinking people, my hippies, and just drinking my kombuchas, going to dance. I must leave this life to be your second wife and compete with your concubines and compete with your mistresses and all sorts of these people. And you have no money. You have no ability to self-actualize. You have no skill. What the fuck? Who would sign up for this? It doesn't make sense, but it's people's stories. If people's folklores are this, that they need to find a queen mother, they need to marry into polygamy, they are living the story. And if you come and do business with them, they're going to try to get you involved in this story of theirs. It does not make sense. It does not make sense. I'm like, yo, man, ask me what my story is and stop telling me what your story is and how I need to fall in line with this dumb story that makes no sense. No sense. Because people live in mediocrity and they don't question their stories. Is this story valid for this time and age? Am I the kind of man that can accommodate all these women and actually take care of them? A man is a provider, protector, and penetrator. So if you want to penetrate and protect, you gotta need to learn how to actually have money. This is the kind of Zulu man that I know. This is the kind of dad that I had. And my dad didn't even have these concubines. Well, maybe Mr. Girlfriends or something like this. Zulu men, there's nothing you can do for them. But for me, I'm just like, you have no money. Okay, not all Zulu men are like this. The show was showing this. But this is the story that is being... Do you think the story doesn't happen in America? Oh, yes, black men in America have lots of babies. Lots of babies. Mm-hmm. Mexican men, too. Oh, yes. I don't understand. You come out of one womb. Why do you have to be in 15 other wombs? This is how these women get these men. They get them because the story is so dysfunctional. I'm like, okay, do whatever you want. I'm not pushing on polygamy and saying it's right or wrong. It's just not for me. But like, people need to ask these questions. Is this for you? Do you want this? No, it's not for me. I live a very great life. Thank you so much. I don't want to take on things that I don't understand. What the fuck are you asking me this for? But we don't actually care to ask another person because we're so in our own worlds. So that's why it's best to just forgive God, because there's so many people who live in such dysfunctional stories that don't make sense to me, but it makes sense to them. Your story is your story. It has nothing to do with me. I am a sovereign being. And I don't go around saying, your story is right, your story is not right, my story is right. This is the guru thing, the guru syndrome. It doesn't work. Nobody's got time for gurus. I just want to live my own life. You want to live your own life? Okay, let's see if we can collaborate. Let me see what you got. I'll show you what I got. Let's see how we can put this together and make the world a better place. So let's forgive God for all of the people that choose to live in mediocrity and then want us to join the sad story of their mediocrity with all their pathetic problems. We need to have these conversations. We need to have these conversations, especially if you're a visionary or you're a chosen one or something like this. You're going to be involved in other people's stories you don't even understand. They'll make you a second wife, a third wife, a mistress, and they'll pour energy onto you. And you'll start taking on these people's sad stories, these people's poverty consciousness, because what they are doing is training you to be a part of their story, because that's what they think. You must be a part of my story. You have no ability to be a sovereign agent who can think for themselves. You give me your money, I'll take care of everything. I'm a man who can self-actualize. I have all these concubines, all these women, all these wives, and all these children that I'm supposed to take care of in a big ass house. You just stay in that room and you bring money and you take care, and I will just love you. Oh, in what realm of consciousness is this? You will get into people's sad stories. That's one story. That's just look at the YouTube. Look at Nollywood videos, which is Hollywood of Nigeria. Every country has their own story. And the folklore, that's why I read folklore. Because I'm like, yo, man, that story is quite something. Has nothing to do with me. I'm not getting myself involved in this. And now I'm a queen mother to people who cannot self-actualize. Oh, no, this is not for me. Sorry, not sorry. Do you know what I mean? Or it's the Oprah stories, or it's the Wall Street stories where now you become a statistic and you go to prison because you've been like following crypto, stock market, this and this and this. You become a Bernie Madoff. It's all story. It's all story. You better tell your own story. Even in the hippie communities, the stories are quite something. Some hippies don't want to self-actualize. They just want to love each other. Oh, let's sit and talk about our problems. Not for me. Sorry, not those hippies. Not for me. I like to hang out with rich hippies that create art, and they can just destroy it after that, because they know that life is, it comes, it goes. It's like the Buddhists have an art form which is called the mandala, where they can just sit there for like days and days creating this, and then they just blow it away with sand. It's a sand piece of artwork. I like those people because with free thinkers, even if something doesn't work, you can like create something new. But the people who live in box stories, they live in their boxes and they are repeating the same sad story. And the story is not evolving. There is no maturity in the story, even though they can see the story is not working. And they want you to leave your good life and come and join their sad story so that you can try to make their sad story work. No, how about you leave your sad story and come and join my good life? I don't know, just maybe. But it's hard for them because then they'd have to break down the ego. Who wants to break down the ego? To you? It's a hellish process. That's why I say rather forgive God for these people that are harassing you to live in mediocrity. Don't forgive them. They are ignorant. There's nothing you can do. They stories or whatever. It's their story. It has nothing to do with you. You come up to the top and say, no, I want to live a different experience. I want to kind of like explore, what does this world have for me? What can I do? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that scares me. It's the unknown. Oh, it's the unknown. I can either stay in this mediocrity or I can say, I don't know what could happen, but I'm just going to trust that when my feet touch, the earth is blessed. Forgive God for all the people that choose to live in mediocrity and want you to join their mediocrity story. It's a no thank you. You are a visionary. You are a chosen one. Get out of people's stories. Create your own story in alignment with the story of Mother Earth. Love reigns supreme. Abundance for all beings. Joy, peace, creative expression. Goodness, wholeness as our body temple. No more hospitals, but wellness, optimization, centers, dancing, good food, planting together, singing together, being joyful, no narcissism, borderlines. All these sociopathies, all these mental health issues healed. Awful, healed. That's something I'm willing to live for, not the other stories that don't make sense to me. I don't care. Sorry, not my problem. You get out of your sad stories. And as visionaries and as chosen ones, we need to tell these people when they come with their sad stories and they borderline, you better get them out. Because they want to, oh my God, the energy is quite something. No, say no. Say no. Boundary, say no. Okay. Now we have a theme song. I have a theme song. So now we're going to dance because like today I'm just feeling like I need to move this energy. We need to damn dance. And if people want to judge you for creative expression. Let them live in their hell. You get up and let's creatively express ourselves. Let's dance.
Cause they were like, stop playing with these dudes, boy. They were like, don't even play with these dudes. Go beast mode on these dudes, boy. They were like, stop playing with these dudes, boy. No shot, no gimmick, no gimme look. No plan, go get it, no giving up. No gas, get a mask like give it up. Gotta get it, gotta kill it like fill it up. No drop, no wait, no hold on. Cock back, let it go like so long. Black suit, black tie with a slow song. Come through, clean them up, put the soap on. No quit, no wait, no stop it. Pull it, pop it, flip it, cop it. No bull, no wait, no stop it. See it, want it, get it, got it. No time to waste, no watches. No time to play, they watching. I spray like an AK laced with the barrel of a rocket. It's a beautiful feeling. I'm no hero or villain. I go beast in a minute when they tell me to get 'em. It's a beautiful feeling. I'm no hero or villain. I go beast in a minute when they tell me to get 'em. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest.
Why? Said I'm only coming out when it's nighttime. Blunt spark, guess I pulled up at the right time. Bad bitch backseat getting piped down. If money costs you gotta go, I'm talking right now. You can find me in a hole with a blunt roll, or you find me on the road if the gun blow. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door, so I probably end up going where the sun go. They should've never let me out the cage. Should've never bought another K or caught another case. They should've never threw it in my face. Where I heard my quarter talking quarters, now I'm laughing to the bank. I only ride foreigns, tell it like it is. I just went and bought a Benz, I ain't even trying to flex. Baby wanna drive, left a puddle on my seat, so I know the kitty wet and I don't even gotta check.
It's a beautiful feeling. I'm no hero or villain. I go beast in a minute when they tell me to get 'em. It's a beautiful feeling. I'm no hero or villain. I go beast in a minute when they tell me to get 'em. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest.
Let me loose, I'm a pit bull in the backyard with a black scar, with a locked jaw clenched to the neck of the barrel of a shotgun. 2 shots, leave you slump, you not even getting drunk. Lately, I've been hollering at the moon, talking to somebody when nobody's in the room. Heart start every day, be bleeding, freezing. About to have somebody, mama, you're screaming, Jesus, please believe me, baby boy, just be easy. Yo, small fries, but I'm way too greasy. In the bar exam, homie, don't you test me, homie, don't go nuts, brother, don't get testy, yeah. I'ma be on your neck like a crew neck, and my crew neck's got a suplex. City food that will go head first, dive in this kiddie pool, good, die young, been dead, I'm the villain fool.
Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. Cause they were like, stop playing with these dudes.
I love my life. I have dance sessions in the middle of the day. Dance sessions in the middle of the day. Yeah, it's been a long day. Woo! Yeah. Okay, that was fun, wasn't it? Just dance, live your life, man. Don't be afraid of what people are going to say about you. Everybody's entitled to their own hell and their own misery. And you're entitled to your own joy. So get on with your joy. Let me loose, I'm the greatest. I let myself loose because I am the greatest. Woo! I let myself loose. I'm the greatest. Can you hear my voice? It's even better. There's no smoke. Let me loose. I'm the greatest. Woo, woo. Let me loose. I know I'm the greatest. Woo, woo. Take responsibility. I let myself loose because I'm the greatest. Woo, woo. Forgive God for all the people that choose to stay in mediocrity, judge you for not wanting to be mediocre, make you feel bad. Forgive that. Just forgive that, because you'll realize that you were once like that, and probably even in this lifetime, you have been that. You have been there. So let's take responsibility, heal ourselves, and get on with the business of what? Living our lives. Welcome to Just Your Wall Street, where spiritual awakening has a tangible ROI. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be liberated from all ignorance. May I be liberated from all suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated from all ignorance. May all beings be liberated from all suffering. Sadhu, 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 yay! See you tomorrow. Love you, visionary. Bye, babes.